Okay, what's up everybody? I am back with another unboxing. This is actually not new. It is new to me, but this is not new. I bought it used at an auction for very cheap price. At least like $200 from the selling price of the new, but it came in the original box with everything included, and yeah, it is very I'm pretty happy with it because it came with the original box, and it feels like a new unboxing even though it is a used firearm. So with that being said, let's unbox it, and voila. This is the M&P 2.0 10mm, and this is they have the 4.5 and 4-inch versions. This is the 4-inch version, and as you can see, there's a little bit of barrel wear there, and a little bit of barrel wear here, but this is pretty normal. I mean, if you run 100 rounds through it, you'll probably get it. You know, being in DC, I know everybody says, every time you talk about a 10mm, oh, that's a bear gun, that's a bear gun. But the reason 10mm was developed was not for bears. It was actually for defense of the FBI after, I think, the Miami shootout that killed a bunch of FBI agents. Because their weapons, their revolvers, were not powerful enough to overpower the people with machine guns. They developed the 10mm, but then it was so new, the pistols, I think one of them actually that was involved with the development of 10mm was, I believe it was Smith Wesson. The first 10mm pistol might be Smith & Wesson, and it had a lot of problems. Okay, let's stop here. The 10mm was actually developed because of a man named Colonel Jeff Cooper, who loved the 1911. He loved his 45 ACP, and he wanted to build a pistol caliber capable of pushing a 200 grain bullet at 1200 feet per second. That was kind of the driving force was developing the first 10mm. This was in the early to mid 1980s. The first one that was developed was the Bren 10, which is a CZ75 based pistol designed around this new and powerful cartridge, which is the 10mm auto. The Bren 10 and the 10mm auto cartridge enjoyed a surge in popularity from early to mid 1980s, but due to manufacturing and supply problems, the cartridge and the pistol was kind of doomed, and they were on life support. That's when the Miami shootout happened with the FBI agents and 2 bank robbers with machine guns, and they realized that they needed more power, and in order to deliver more power, they needed to develop a new cartridge that is larger and more powerful than the 9mm to have better penetration. So with that said, let's continue on to the video. The origin of it is not for bears. It was actually for self-protection, and it is still a solid self-protection round. And being in DC and being restricted to 10 rounds, if I am able to conceal, I usually prefer to carry a 10mm or a 45, especially in the winter, because you get only 10 rounds, so you gotta make them count. And I think 10mm is, I wouldn't say sweet spot, but like 45 is a little bit heavy for me, and 9mm, well, I try to use good ammo. I use Spear Gold Dots, so I mean, they have a good stopping power, but we don't have that much rounds. So, I would rather use a couple of shots to completely stop a person than, 4 or 5 well-placed shots with a 9mm and then reload and then engage, and usually most of the situations you end up with, it's not just going to be one person, it's going to be a couple. So, you know, the 10 round rule just makes no sense. But all I'm saying is, if you're gonna get 10 rounds, you gotta make them count. And this is definitely one of the rounds that is powerful enough to stop an aggressor. And that's why I already have one, but I wanted to have another one just to try it out. And the trigger on my FN, the hinge trigger, is trash. I don't like the hinge trigger, and a lot of people said this trigger, the M&P trigger, is a lot better, way better than the hinge trigger. So that's kind of why I got it. So what does the gun come with? It comes with obviously I told them to, you know, throw away the original the mags. It comes with a 15 round mag, but I told them to throw it away, and I got myself an OEM 10 round you know, mag. It holds 10, as you can see. And yeah, so I have plenty. I got plenty of 10 round mags. And also it comes with a bunch of things actually, and I was very happy. Like, whoever sold this back to his dealer, whoever sold this back to the gun store, they included everything that came with it. So it comes with a bunch of plates, which is super awesome. All Smith & Wesson plates. It also comes with 3 back straps. The small one was already installed on it. I took it off and I put there is one that's called medium large, but there's a small, there's a medium, and there's a large one. And the large one is kind of chunky and fat. The medium large is like what kind of felt good in my hand, so I kind of took off the large and put the medium large on it. I don't know what medium large means, but you know, it is what it is. That's what the name they wanted to give it. So I'm not gonna argue with that. Other than that, what else do we have here? We have just the documentation stuff that nobody cares about, so I'm not even gonna bother looking at it. And yeah, so now I'm gonna put this back in because I'm not gonna use it. I'm gonna put this box aside, and as always, I'm gonna be putting on a Siley RMR Chameleon on it. And I've said it so many times, but I'm gonna repeat it again. This is the best affordable red dot that is great for astigmatism. I have tried a bunch of optics, but for me, the Siley Chameleon is it. Like, if there is a space, if it is an RMR, I'm going with the Siley now. Like, look at the Chameleon. I'm not getting anything else, just the Chameleon. So yeah, this is so clear. I mean, I have I have it on 4 other guns now, 3 or 4 other guns. And yeah, it's been running strong, doesn't lose its 0, and it's super clear. Like, even in daylight, it's super clear. As long as, like, I use the green dot, and even in daylight, like, it's very visible, very clear. You increase the brightness, I don't know if you can see, but even with all the lighting, you can still see. Yeah, if you increase the brightness, it is very visible, and there's a lot of light on my hands right now. All the key light that I'm using is all on my hands, and you're able to see it. So yeah, that is why I like this specific optic. And with that being said, let's try and mount it. Oh, okay, this is new. This little tool is new. Like, the old ones didn't come with this tool. This is actually nice. They came with just a regular Allen key. This is actually convenient. Let's see if it works on this. Does it fit? Okay, maybe not. Let's find something here. All right. So this video took a whole new direction. So as you can see here, this is still hot. Let me just use this. As you can see here, the person who put these, I guess they had some sort of an optic in here, and when they sold it, they put this back in this empty plate. But when they did that, they put a ton of Loctite. Like literally all this greasy weird stuff that you see is just Loctite that bonded to this plastic, which is the plastic cover for the plate, and it bonded to it. And thank God it's plastic, because I was able to easily Dremel it off. And also I had to hit it with a torch. That's why you see a whole bunch of things. I was trying a whole bunch of things. It's midnight now. And I pretty much burnt I heated it up so much, and I burnt the Loctite or whatever thread locker that they used. And it is so much that like this screw got stripped. So this one I was able to take out. This one, the hole got stripped. I think I also stripped my Allen key a little bit. I don't know if it is visible, but I stripped my Allen key as well. I don't know if that is coming through the camera, but yeah, I stripped this as well. And now I have a different Allen key that I'm using. This one I was able to take out. This one, this side, I kind of used a Dremel, because I stripped it. I used a Dremel to create like a ridge so that I can use a flathead to take it out. So yeah, let's take that out quickly. And yeah, it's if I didn't torch it and cut the plastic piece out, this would not happen. Like it wouldn't be coming out. But whoever did this, my goodness, I mean, look at like the amount of Loctite. Like it's bonded. The plastic and the plastic piece and the metal were bonded. Look, they pretty much ruined this plate. It's as if there's some sort of an anti optic person that is just fighting to get. Look, it is just filled with Loctite. I don't think it's Loctite. I think it's thread locker, like the same thing that I use, like thread lock or thread locker. Yeah, and yeah, this plate is now messed up, including the screws. So everything is going into the trash. I am going to clean this up with an alcohol pad, and then I will get back. But whoever sold this gun hates other people. I think this is still hot because I torched the hell out of it. If I didn't torch it, there was no way that thread lock was coming off, because look at that. That is wild. That's a lot of thread locker. It's still sticky. But yeah, look at this gunk. My goodness. Usually this kind of stuff happens because people put thread locker all over the threads instead of doing like one line, because when you screw it in, that line spreads and that's enough. Now look at this, especially at the top part. If you look at this part, the top part, you can tell when they started to screw it in, it was squeezing all the thread locker that they put up top into this side. And because, you know, especially if you're using thread locker, it's very liquidy, it's very it's not too viscous, that like it's very I don't know how to describe it, but it's very watery. So as you're screwing it in, if there's too much excess, that stuff is gonna come up and try to find a space to spread out on. And what happens is these two are fused permanently, and all that thread locker came, and as you're screwing it in, all that thread locker came up and found space here. And then when you're tightening it in, you're tightening not only the screws, but the thread locker is fusing this plastic to the plate floor, and that's not what we want to happen. So yeah, enough explanation. Now I'm gonna be looking for the RMR. I think this is good enough for now. I will order metal plates for it. So, but yeah, people, you only need to put this much thread locker. You don't have to do it all around and a whole bunch of it. You're gonna end up fusing the screws. And Siley, if you're watching, we need support. Just to go over, whoever put the Optic plate cover on after, I guess, whenever they sold it, they put way too much Loctite on here, which fused the plate, the screws, and the slide together, making it almost impossible to take it off. So I had to cut this with a Dremel and then isolate the screws, and I had to burn off, like heat up the screws so that most of that's why I think it turned white. Most of all the Loctite stuff is burnt, and then I was able to finally remove it. And this one is actually stripped. I think that's why I stopped and started using a Dremel, because at that point there was no point in trying to strip it more. So I cut a spot with a Dremel so that I can put my flat in it, and then I heated it up. I actually learned this technique on removing Loctite from rifle videos. You know, when your muzzle device is seized and someone decided to put, like, especially when people put like Loctite or something in it, you heat it up and that burns out the Loctite, and when it starts to smoke, you take your wrench and start moving it, start cranking on it. So yeah, with that said, whoever sold this gun to the store that I bought it from, yeah, I hope this never happens to you. I don't wish you bad, but I hope this never happens to you. This was really annoying, and yeah, I kind of had to stop, and yeah, I had to finish the video in the middle of the night. I can't wait to take it out to the range. With that said, thank you for watching, and there will be more videos coming out.